Hello, welcome back.
Hey.
Hey, Andy.
Hi.
Edit it right now. Future Andy. We come back at 1 hour 27 minutes.
And future Andy could have figured that out from the waveform.
No, because I think there's at one point I just said like, hello, if you were back, but no, you weren't. So
What? Oh, but future Andy could have figured that out from his own waveform.
true. So
That's why I mute my
welcome
mic,
back.
because then it gets rid of all the background noise.
Woo. Where were we? Oh yeah. So
You're talking about how dicks the
Konami.
Xbox One is.
Yeah, but everyone hates Konami. Turns out, famous legendary football player, Diego Maradona. Diego Maradona. He's the ex-Argentinian and Barcelona star, considered to be by many to be the greatest footballer ever, is suing Konami.
Oh.
Because Konami used in a game called PES 2017 or Pro Evolution Soccer 2017. Basically, the publisher Konami is getting sued by him because they used his likeness without his permission.
Good. I hope he sucks them dry.
Yeah, and the quote of him is like, "I hope this is not another scam." Yeah, he's basically suing. Yeah, he's basically suing them for using his likeness without his permission. So
Hashtag
yeah.
fuck Konami.
Yeah, seriously, I fucking hate Konami. Like, they could really just not do anything.
Yeah.
But you know, things will be things, and you know whatnot. But yeah, so weird. Konami's still in the fucking like weird shit like this.
Well, I mean, like, when you act like a bunch of douchebags and you're mean to people for no reason,
Yeah.
you know, talk shit, get shot. That's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then now they're stealing people's likenesses just thinking, oh, we can get away with it. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So moving forwards though to some really kind of like, damn, that sucks, dude. News. The author of the Witcher novels, which the entire Witcher game was based upon, isn't making any money off of the games because he basically said, when they were asking me to do the adaptation, I just took the money. I just sold the rights to Geralt and The Witcher and everything else to them. And they said, like, well, we can offer you a percentage of the profits. And he's like, no. Just give me the money right now. And he said it was stupid. I was stupid enough to leave everything in their hands because I didn't believe in their success. But who could have foreseen the success? I couldn't.
Yeah.
So not only did he just sell off the rights immediately, but he also didn't believe that it was going to be successful. So now he's not making a single dime from the Witcher games, which have gone on to sell bazillions.
He wanted to take the money and run rather than play the long game. He did the anti-George Lucas. Thus, that's why he will never be as rich as George Lucas.
Yep. That's the sad part. But moving forwards to
at least he's not like fuck them, they took my idea and made money with it.
He goes in to say that the game is made very well and they merit all the beneficiaries they got from it. He said they merit it. The game is very good. Well done.
Yeah.
It's a Eurogamer did the interview, so if you want to check it out, it's on Eurogamer. But yeah,
Euro.
Frustrating, but hey, you can't foresee the future. So, and again, this was way before Witcher 3 and shit. Like, this is CD Projekt Red before they even released the first Witcher. So I would have definitely been like, whoa, fuck, wait, what? Like, I would take the money outright. Like,
and to be fair, they never like achieved like holy shit acclaim until Witcher 3. So
yeah, and that's because Witcher 2 did. Witcher 1 was like completely a cult classic. Witcher 2, like, some people are like, oh, you heard that cult game called Witcher? Oh yeah, it's a pretty good game. It got some. But then Witcher 3 came out, and every fucking YouTuber I knew and their fucking moms was playing it, streaming it, whatever it was. They just were. Everyone was let's playing it, and they made gangbusters out
For
of it. And now CD
good
Projekt Red
reason.
CD Projekt Red is now like a top game developer company because of it. So, congrats, guys.
Thank you for
but
making
moving
a
on
good
to,
game.
Yeah. But moving on to someone who's not doing so well for themselves. Hey, GameStop. GameStop is gonna close up to 225 stores worldwide.
Oh, jeez.
This is mainly because a year than lower expected sales, capped off by a disappointing holiday season. GameStop announced that it anticipates shutting down 2 to 3% of its stores worldwide. Now, 2 to 3%, you may be thinking, oh, that's not that much. It is when it's 7,500 stores. So 7,500 and 2 to 3%, that'll be up to like 225 stores. It's been closing down. So and the retailer's fourth quarter profits in 2016 had dipped by 13.6% since those from the prior year, prompting its stock to plunge by 31%. These losses were made in sales of both new games and new consoles, which GameStop attributed to aggressive console promotions by other retailers on Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday, as well as weak sales of certain AAA titles. On the bright side for GameStop, they're making more money off of collectibles. So the Pop Funko figures, the miscellaneous things that you see at GameStop, they're making more money off of that now. So
They might as well just become video game hot topic at this point.
At this point, yeah. Accordingly, it plans to open roughly 35 new collectible stores and 65 new technology stores. Yeah, they're moving away, which is good. Like, GameStop at least realizes that they're not making any more money being a game retail store. They're going to make more money being a, like, merchandise retail store. So, times are changing. So,
all the times they are changing.
Another piece of news.
Sorry.
No. I thought we were done with that. So
if console developers figured out how to like, they should just put consoles in stores, and then the rest should be on digital. Make it easier. Although then people have to have like good internet and download them all, and then all these storage problems. I don't know.
At this day and age, if you can afford a console, that means you can afford at least the internet. So,
no, I don't know. That's not necessarily true. Like,
I mean, but okay, think about it. What does a console require?
Well,
it requires at least $200 to $500 from your check. Let's say your check that you make on a week.
But think of it this way: someone buys a console and then deploys overseas for to Iraq or I don't know wherever we're warring nowadays. Soldiers, they don't have access to internet.
But you can download it before you go off to war.
Well, but I mean, like, what if a game comes out, or what if DLC comes out?
What? They couldn't access that in the first place.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like if
Wait,
everything.
No, because if it was retail, they couldn't just be like, "Hey guys, you send me the new game of Call of Duty." Like what?
Well, yeah, they could send it over the in the mail. They still get mail.
I mean, I guess, but then why don't you just do like a terabyte drive of like games downloaded digitally and then just send it that over? Actually, that makes it even more convenient.
That's not how it works. Most people, you can't download. Well, at least for most consoles, I don't think you can't put games on a USB and then just like give them to other consoles.
Right, but if we're going with the idea that everything is going to be digitized, like all games are digitized, then eventually console developers would release that idea. So therefore, that would not be a problem.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Got him. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
You're stupid. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's like the other day when Daniel tried to get a rouse out of me by saying the fucking voice actors aren't real jobs. It's like, okay. Would you like some confrontation? Because you're not going to get it here, friend. I don't give a shit.
That is true. Because then, you'd be doing voice acting.
Go ahead.
Not this.
Try and get a rouse out of me. Go on. Go ahead and do it.
I'm not trying to get a rouse out of you.
Make me mad. Go on. Do it.
I'm trying to get you aroused.
I challenged you to make me mad when I was mad like 5 minutes ago over the Xbox.
That's true.
Whatever, dude.
I think
mystery man.
I think things about like Xbox and stuff will make you more mad than anything about voice acting and stuff like that. I don't know.
No, I mean I'm just not. I'm not gonna argue with people. I don't give a shit. Arguing,
being an argument.
Argumentative.
And what the hell was I going on about? Going to more news. There's a report that claims that the next Call of Duty title is called WW2.
Yeah, World War II.
So it seems like Call of Duty is going back to World War II, which was the original Call of Duty's roots. The original Call of Duty was based in World War II. And it seems like with this trend of Battlefield 1 and with their sales dipping hard on Advanced Warfare and games before Advanced Warfare, it seems like people are dropping the whole future warfare and going back to older wars. So, yeah.
You know what they could do?
Mm-hmm.
Take a fucking year off and think about and just like go back to the drawing board for a little bit.
You realize we're talking to Activision right now, right?
I know, but just like this whole like, you know,
Activision.
No, our game isn't selling as well. Let's keep shitting it out. Maybe if we go back to World War II,
this is
people care
Activision,
again.
but this is Activision who says, "Oh, our game made only $8 billion.
Yeah.
You guys were supposed to make $10 billion."
Yeah.
It's like, it's such a stupid, ridiculous margin, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Well,
like,
I know.
what the actual flying fuck?
It's a cake and eat it too fucking scenario.
Yeah,
Whatever,
like
man.
fuck you, Activision. I fucking hate you. This is the reason we can't have nice things, Activision. Anyways,
It's the reason we can't ask nice things because of you. It's because you.
Because you.
Because you and EA and Ubisoft are ruining the game scene, man.
And Konami.
Konami isn't ruining the game scene. Konami's ruining themselves.
Hey, they only got to do it to themselves.
Pachinko.
Ow. What's it called? And that's it for news, Andy. So, hey, Andy,
Hi.
what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? Well, gosh dang. Breath of the fucking Wild, dude.
Nothing has changed.
That's it.
I'm kidding.
Nothing has changed. Well, Breath of the Wild is a big old game. Big game. I beat it though. I'm done with it though.
Nice.
It's all over. I could go back and get the rest of the shrines. I think I only have like 16 or so shrines left to get. But like, man, I don't know. Then I gotta like search around and do all this shit. I could get a guide, I guess. Maybe. I might get a guide and like fucking find the shrines. But yeah. Otherwise, I beat Ganon and that was fun. Yeah. I don't know whether you want me to go into like a final opinion review thing or did I lose
Well, I
him?
can tell you this
Oh, no,
much.
there you are.
My burger has been it's a little greasy.
Okay. Why even ask me what I've been playing if you don't give a fuck?
I'm kidding.
Huh?
Well, is that all you've been playing this week?
That's all I've been playing.
Well, we've been playing Overwatch together actually.
I never
and the
count
crew.
Overwatch just because it's always there.
Yeah. We always play Overwatch. Well, actually, new thing. We recently discovered that custom game is like one of the most fucking funny ass things we've ever discovered.
Yeah, they were interesting. Adrian has constructed some interesting custom games.
Mm-hmm.
One where you play as McCree with no cooldowns, and it just turns into an armadillo fest. And then you throw your freeze bombs at people and kill them that way. We did like
it's a funny ass game mode.
Genji samurai battles. We do boss battles.
Surprisingly, I'm really good at that. So
yeah, you were killing it.
mm-hmm.
And then we do the boss battles and like where you would give a lot of stats to
One
different
character.
characters. My favorite, I love being Junkrat, having so much strength.
Oh my god, that was so weird. We could barely get out of spawn. Like the only way we could kill you was like me creating a turret and then like everyone else just like fucking shooting you down whenever they could find you.
Junkrat
So
is my
ridiculous.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Orisa. We played a lot. I played a lot of Orisa by now.
Mm-hmm.
She's really fun. I like her. I hope they don't nerf her. Because her shield is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I think they might nerf that. I think they might probably increase the cooldown timer for that or something like that.
I think the only thing that needs to be changed is the shield, just because like once it breaks, you can just put another one down, like, and it doesn't even matter. But other than that, she feels pretty balanced, if a little bit weak. So yeah, I like her. She's going to be one of my new characters that I play.
Nice.
Other than that, I've been doing nothing. I could talk about the ending of Breath of the Wild.
Well, actually,
I could talk.
So I actually wanted to say this because what I've been playing is I finished Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn.
So,
whoa.
I want to put a spoiler warning right now because I want to talk about the ending of the game. Because it's because we both played it, but I'm gonna put a big spoiler warning right here. Okay. Which is 1 hour and 44 minutes.
You'll have in the sound, if we do SoundCloud, you'll have to put like a spoiler warning in the SoundCloud, and then the second YouTube video
for YouTube. Yeah. Spoiler warnings, huge spoilers. Hey, did you hear about spoilers? Spoilers. Hey, man.
Horizon.
Talk about that spoilers.
Shut the fuck up. Just say what you want to say, goddammit.
The ending of Horizon Zero Dawn was so fucking depressing.
Yes.
It was so depressing.
Whoa. That
all of human effort was wasted because of one fucking idiot.
Yep.
That was so... I hate Ted Faro.
That dude.
So fucking much.
That's that feels good. You know, he's like, he doesn't want to give the burden of knowledge to the...
Fuck you! Yeah. Who are you to make that decision? You are not even in the realm to make that decision. Just because you fuck up doesn't mean that everyone else is gonna fuck up.
And like, the fucked up thing is like he wasn't even on the board to making Gaia being the
he was like
AI.
It's like a what's it called, it's like a tube dream, it's like a pipe dream, it's never gonna happen, like fuck you. And now you come out and you're like, you know what, I don't think humanity should have the burden for this, I wiped out all of Apollo. Fuck you.
And then he kills all the people who could have like fixed it.
Oh my god. That's so aggravating.
Yeah, like, and he was the reason behind humanity's extinction, and then the reason behind
humanity's like
their
lack of knowledge.
They had to start completely over.
Yeah, like fuck. And the saddest thing is that we don't know the fate of Gaia because as Sims, what's his name? Sims.
What?
The what's his name? The black guy. What's his name? The guy who helps you out.
It's not Simmons.
Simons. Whatever. Weird ass name. Simons. Who, by the way, he's the hotel. What's it called? The hotel manager at the fucking, and John Wick, the actor. He's really cool.
Oh.
They did the mocap really well. I recognized his face and I was like, holy shit, it's you, and it's really cool. So as Simon says, restoring Gaia would take years. Like, who knows how long it would take to restore Gaia if it can be possible. And it's so fucking depressing. Like, all of human knowledge was lost. Like, that's so aggravating, and there's nothing you can do about it
at the end of,
because all of it happened already.
For people who are lost and like either played the game or didn't leave for the spoilers, I want to hear the whole game. You go through and you figure out what happened to the world before, and you learn that this one dude like fucked up his algorithms for making like these war bots, and basically they eat people and plants, and they eat everything,
They ate biomass. Like they're fueled by biomass,
Yeah.
which is stupid as fuck.
So they were like destroying the world, and there's no way humans could make it like at all. Like, and hacking them would have taken too long to do. Just like it would have taken.
Wait, should we really explain this? Because if you played through the game, then you would know where you're at.
Well,
and if you're listening to this without playing the game,
I
feel like
just
this
for
would be
context
like, weird.
and for people
okay.
who stayed who didn't play and don't care.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. I'm just trying to weave the yarn for them. Essentially, humanity was fucked, and so they had to start over. So they like put DNA and clone people, and then they put this AI named Gaia in charge to like do all the shit. But Gaia, basically all this bullshit happened, and Gaia got herself like she had to delete herself to save humanity, but it didn't end up working because the splinter part of her called Hades like escaped the deletion. So like just to talking with you again now, Nick, like Gaia straight up deleted herself. So they'd have to remake Gaia, and they can't remake Apollo because that's all gone.
Yeah.
That's all gone.
It's all gone. Like, that's so fucking depressing. Like at the end of the day, I felt like I won nothing. Like at the end of the day, I feel like I stopped nothing.
Well, because you there was nothing to stop. It already happened.
Yeah, like it.
The only
it's
thing
like
you
everything
stopped
that
was Hades fucking the world over again.
Yeah, but we didn't even stop that. We just temporarily stopped that.
Shout out to the after credits scene where Hades is still alive.
Hades is still alive somehow.
Yo, and then fucking Simon's fucking betrays us. He's like, hey, we're gonna chill, right?
Well, no. That's the best part about Simon's character, which is also why I like Aijin. Actually, this connects to both of them. Simon's character and Kay in Aijin, they both have the same mentality. They're not being cruel, selfish people. Well, they're being selfish people, but they're not being cruel people. They're just
they want to learn.
Simon's is driven. It's
Silence.
great because the game
Silence.
That's what it was. Silence creates this great. This game is amazing when it comes to contrasts, because by being ignorant of knowledge, people created this whole like tribal system. But at the same time, people may say like, well, religion's always bad. Look, it's led to the Red Raids. It led to massacres. And Silence even says like, you know, I bet Ted Farrell wasn't there for the Red Raids. Like he doesn't know what he's talking about. At the same time, Silence kind of asks, the contrast is that, well, look at technology. Technology had become so powerful that we tampered with it too far, and we basically almost caused our own extinction.
Well,
the world's extinction.
We did.
Like, we did.
The world
actually.
did.
It did actually happen.
Everything went extinct. It's just like enough time has passed to where
it basically everything shut down
itself.
And then it reset. Yeah, and it's like this really interesting look into like, well, you can't say it's like when the atheist and the religious person walk into a room. And they debate about like, well, look at what religion brought. Well, look at what, like, it's interesting to look at that and be like, at the end of the day, what was the biggest crime of all was that neither side was wise, except for Elizabeth Sobek.
Aren't you an atheist?
Like the big,
just completely off topic.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not an atheist.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm prognostic. I think that's how it's defined. I believe there's something up there, but whether it's Jesus, Buddha, whatever, I don't really know.
Yeah, I got you.
That's like the biggest thing.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's fine. But this game is wrought with like those kind of comparisons, and Silence is a big contrast to Aloy. In a lot of ways, Aloy and Silence are almost like two sides of the same coin. They're both rational people who seek out different objectives, but on one hand, Silence is obsessed with finding out knowledge, and on the other hand, Aloy is obsessed with finding out what happened. And even then, it seems like Aloy grows more towards the end than Silence did. Silence represents the idea that going too far in knowledge will lead to your destruction. But if you never cared about your destruction in the first place, just only cared about knowledge, then really, you really don't care about destruction is not in your mindset.
Silence sold out the city of Meridian. Like, he was planning on giving Hades Meridian because just like he didn't care about the loss of life. He just wanted more knowledge.
Exactly.
Aloy wanted knowledge, but she came back and protected her tribe, and she protected Meridian.
Not at the cost of lives.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because like Silence didn't necessarily betray Aloy because he stated from the very beginning, this is just as long as you understand to not trust one another, it's a relationship of mutual goals.
Yeah.
And in that way, Silence becomes this really interesting character, a guy who is so ambitious for knowledge that he has little to no care about anything else in humanity.
Well,
and he
made like sort of, he had kind of a redemption where he felt bad for his actions, and he did help Aloy fight against the was it the Red Suns or
the what?
What was the evil
Eclipse.
Karja or
the Eclipse?
Yeah, the Eclipse. Thank
Karja.
you. I was like, Shadow Karja. Sorry, images of Zelda's dancing in my head.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, like he did have his little redemption, but he never But
he never admits that it's a redemption.
No,
he never really admits to what he's done.
In his final conversation with Aloy, he said, if I could do it over, I would do everything the same. Like he doesn't feel any remorse, and he
in a lot of ways, Silence represents the opposite of what was frustrating, which is the loss of knowledge led to such a starvation of it that it became a ravenous obsession about it.
Yeah.
And Silence perfectly represents that idea. I think if anything, Horizon Zero Dawn has inspired me to follow whatever I want to do, because you never know, because we take knowledge for granted so easily that it's so easy to like just do away with things, and you never know when you're going to lose out that knowledge or that idea or everything you studied or everything you've researched. You never know when you're going to lose that or when we're going to lose that. So why not learn and try to be doing shit as much as possible, because you never know, one day it could all be gone. And it's, I don't know, if anything, it's one of the few AAA games that I've like, wow, this game was trying to say more than what it was, and it did succeed on some fronts. Yeah. And I'm proud of the game for it too.
It presented some really interesting, like what you said with the game is all about like contrast, like that. Yeah. That is 100% like the best way to look at this game, because like you see the contrast between the Nora and the Karja, like how completely in different time periods they are. Like the Nora are still tribal and still live in like wooden shacks and hunt and gather. The Karja are out there, like they basically have they're basically are like the Ottomans or what's it called, like they have the stone structures and commerce and they're like their civilization like becoming civilization again.
They actually had like classes, like aristocratic classes, war classes. Like they were much more advanced at that rate.
Yeah, and obviously like they had the Mad King who fucked everyone up and was like very Targaryen. And if you don't mind me using a Game of Thrones reference, like it just goes to show how like the differences between closed-mindedness and like being accepting of people and technology, and then like the differences in characters from between Aloy and her tribe and Aloy and Silence and Aloy and the people in Meridian. It's just the differences between the wildlife and the robots. It's not like, I'm not trying to make it sound like, oh, this game is so fucking deep and cerebral and shit, but it has the different contrast, and it's interesting to see how those things work together in the same world that used to be our world but is all like fucked
if anything, it's like a good Marvel movie. It's not trying. It's deep to a certain extent. It's not trying to be the deep. Like it's not going to be like an art house film. Like it's not going to be like a Stanley Kubrick film. It's not going to be like a David Lynch film.
Yeah.
And in terms of games, it's not trying to be like Papers, Please or what's it called? Oh shit.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Nah, shut the fuck up. Like Darkest Dungeon, like it tells a good story in its own way. That while not the most deep story, it's trying to tell an interesting story.
I think
with interesting ideologies in place.
It tells its own story, which the main story is Aloy trying to stop like the sins of the past.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more that you can dig into. Like you can listen to the audio logs and learn about the old world and you know, you don't have to see the contrasts, but if you do, like you can glean more knowledge from it just in like not even learning about the old world, just about the world now, like with the Nora and the Karja and the Oseram.
Yeah, and it's amazing because while everything is like terrible sometimes, like fuck, we lost all that knowledge. It's funny how humanity really doesn't change that much, you know? Like you have this brand new humanity and yet they still don't change that much in terms of like their society and how we work and operate as civilizations, and it's interesting.
Yeah, well,
if anything,
that's just
read
human
into
nature at that point. And there have been so many like research studies and things like that on human nature.
But I really enjoyed the game. Fucking fantastic. And let's go back to what's it called. Spoiler warning ends at basically 2 hours. I'll say an hour and 59 minutes.
Well, pending editing, like there was a good 30 minutes of me taking Molly out.
Yeah, true. We'll have to see when that pops up. Yeah. But basically, it's an incredible game. I had an amazing time with it. But I was like, fuck, what do I do now? Like this game just wowed me, it floored me. Now what do I do?
Play Breath of the Wild.
I could play Breath of the Wild. I could
play fucking Breath of the Wild.
But then I was like, nah. All right. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for the Switch.
I mean, either way, just play it. It's fun. It's good.
Yeah, I'll play it. I think it's something I'll play eventually. Just right now, I think I'm a little bit done with open world games for a little bit.
You know,
I'm not like not like in the sense of like, oh, I can never play another open world game again. It's just like I'm feeling a little bit of burnout right now from console games, and I want to go back to playing some PC games here and there. So
I mean,
my Steam library has been very has been catching some cobwebs recently. So
I don't know. Games are games, but when I started Breath of the Wild, I just finished Horizon, and I was like, I don't know how an open world game is gonna I don't know how I'm gonna enjoy this.
My worry is I made that mistake between Bloodborne and then going directly into Final Fantasy. Like, I'll just to save myself some possible stress about the game, I'm just gonna wait till. I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Okay. That's fair.
On it. Yeah, and I almost did almost everything in Horizon Zero Dawn. I did all the hunting stuff. I tamed all the creatures. I did all the corrupted zones. I did all the cauldrons. I almost did pretty much everything. So I was like pretty much. I felt complete. I was like, you know what? The collectibles are the last thing to do. I don't fucking care. There's too many of them and they're really random spots. So I'm just like whatever. But yeah, it was a fun time. But ever since then, I've been playing. Let me just double check my Steam library here because I don't know. I don't remember if I played some Steam games, but I do remember we played a lot of Overwatch. We ended up playing lots of Overwatch. Which were those game modes that we were playing, which is really fun.
I mean, for you, it's lots of Overwatch. For me, it's just a normal week of Overwatch.
That's true.
Because I hang out with my friends.
Nice. I'm gonna be going back to Stardew Valley soonish, and playing some more Darkest Dungeon. But recently, I've been fucking just binge gaming. I've been binge playing Hearthstone a lot.
Oh God, Hearthstone.
I always dip in and out here and there, but now I'm just like I'm full out playing. I've been playing pretty much several hours for the past like 4 or 5 days. I've been playing a lot of it. It's been a lot of fun. It's been super. I don't know what it is, but the last 2 days I would say. It's been super fun. Every time I have some time, I just like boot it up and I play something standard because right now it's gonna rotate. We're about to rotate into a new set, and I'm excited for Journey to Ungoro, which is the new set coming out. Some of the new cards look fun. Some new cards look fucking horrifying in terms of like, oh god, what is this meta gonna look like? But the reason I've been playing a lot is because I realize I'm actually pretty decent at this game. Like, I'm actually pretty decent. And I'm not really good at card games or like strategy or anything that requires brain power. I'm not very good at that. I'm kidding, but it's such a fun game that I'm just like, I just been having a lot of fun with it. Yes, to a certain extent, it is a pay to win game. I won't lie about that. It is. I
don't even know if I'd argue to a certain extent. I think that game, like, you have to pay to be anywhere, like to even be in the conversation.
Yeah. Though, here's the thing. Trump, not the president.
Donald Trump.
But there is a very popular player named Trump.
The mayor of Valuetown.
The mayor of Valuetown. He is a cringy guy, but you know what? I love him for it. He's so genuine and so fucking awesome sometimes. So you know what? As much as I get pissed off and just yell at my computer screen when he just fucking makes some shitty ass jokes. He's such a character. Like, he's such a character you can never like. I can never invent a character like that because he's just such a weird guy. But you know what? Cool.
What do they call his thug version? Was it Street Trump or something like that?
No, Prison Trump.
Prison Trump.
Yeah. It's so weird. He hasn't returned that character yet.
Oh, come on. Hey,
yeah, Schnazzy,
Prison Trump,
over the top Schnazzy Trump came back though.
No, I don't know Schnazzy Trump. I haven't watched Trump since I was into Hearthstone.
Yeah. But
I don't know. I have a lot of issues with Hearthstone.
Yeah, but to be fair, now this is where my part about the pay to win thing comes in. To be fair, Trump has managed to get to legendary ranking. Legendary ranking being the top ranking that you can get in Hearthstone competitive, like just general playing. Like, there's ranks. So you start at 25, and eventually when you win enough games, you get to legendary. It's beyond rank 1 essentially. Now, Trump is a top player. I'll admit he plays a lot of it, but it's not saying that it isn't impossible that it's not a pay-to-win game, and it's not like you have to really get into like nitty-gritty around the game's mechanics to actually get to legendary. All it takes is being a really fucking good player. Now, that's also very hard, and again, a game should. I'm not advertising that games should just do that because it's fucking awful.
Well,
don't do that. That's stupid. But he managed to get to legendary status without paying a single dime 3 times.
Yeah.
In 3 different patches.
The thing about doing that, like, without paying money is he knows the ins and outs of Hearthstone, and he's good at analyzing the meta and like the different cards that will be in play. So he knows how to deal with them and to like you can do it. You just have to have an absurd amount of knowledge to do it, which for some people it's easier to just pay.
Yeah. But that's the idea though. Hearthstone, what Trump proved with that is that Hearthstone is not a pay to win game in the sense that the only way to win is by paying. That in those 3 instances, he proved that if you now obviously with a lot of skill and a lot of time, obviously you can do that. But he's saying that yes, there are definitely pay to win aspects about it. That's why I say I'm not saying it's a pay to win game, because there are pay to win aspects about it that you're like, fuck, dude, I gotta buy so many packs just to get the cards that I need. If you don't net deck, or if you can't net deck, there are ways around it. You can try to play around the system. Now, it's harder, obviously, if you don't pay, So it's not necessarily a pay to win per se, because you can honestly, you can have some of the top decks in the meta right now, some of the greatest decks that you can play. You could get your ass kicked by some guy playing a really weird ass deck just because he pilots that deck much better than you pilot your own deck. So that's why I think the argument for pay to win has become, it's still not anywhere near where it should be. You know, you should still be able to sell your card, like you should still be able to sell, like, I don't know, cards for gold so you can buy packs, right? You should still be able to do that instead of dust, which is a really shitty system right now. I think it could have been improved, but it's Activision Blizzard, they gotta make money. Whatever. I hate you, Blizzard. But
wait, you hate what? Do you mean you hate Activision?
I hate Activision because now it's Activision Blizzard, so I hate. And inherently, if I say I hate Blizzard, I hate Activision too. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they're Activision Blizzard now. They're no longer like Blizzard alone. Like Activision is working with, like, they bought out Blizzard essentially. So.
Okay.
I mean, you know, Blizzard's done some good things. I'm not saying this game is bad, but I mean, just like certain business things just really piss me off. But whatever. But the entire idea that I'm trying to say here is that, yes, Hearthstone has a lot of aspects that are not very conducive to the consumer, but the game is a lot of fucking fun. And if you really give it time and effort, there are other TCGs, like online TCGs, trading card games, that are just much better done in terms of like the system of getting cards, getting the availability of cards. But this game is so easy to pick up and play that it's hard not to argue with, like, holy shit, I can just pick this up on my phone and just play it. I know people who have never played fucking video games ever, and they've played Hearthstone. They're just like, yeah, it's a fun game. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you playing it? You know, and that's just like the weird part about this whole thing, is that Hearthstone is in a lot of ways, it's got terrible business aspects that I just don't like, but it's proven, at least by one of the best players in the industry, and mind you, but he did manage to prove that you really don't, if you have a lot of know-how, if you have a lot of knowledge, if you really know how to break down games to their science, you can work around the whole pay to win aspect of it. Again, well, that's dedication, obviously.
I think the argument isn't like, can you play Hearthstone, like, is it completely pay to win? I think it's like, can you be competitive without paying? And you know, Trump has proven that, like, you can. It just takes a lot of work. But Hearthstone, you can just pick the game up and play it, like, and you can use the basic decks, and like, you'll still win games and have fun. It's just, I don't know. It's just the like, will I be able to be competitive without paying tons of money? And more often than not, the answer is no. But you know, you can.
The problem with that, but that's the idea. The problem with that argument is that if you want to be competitive, then you're going to be investing a lot of time in the game. Like, if you want to be competitive, relevant, then you have to be investing a crap ton of time in the game, which inherently means that you are kind of you have to take either you are taking the route that Trump has in the past, which is to break down the game to its science and understand all the mechanics and how things work and how things basically function in the game. So it kind of like loops itself into like this circular argument where it's like, well, if I want to be competitive relevant, I have to invest a lot of time, but I don't want to invest a lot of money. But investing a lot of money would only be done if I didn't think I was going to invest a lot of time in this game, because then I don't have to work around the actual paying to win. I would just be really good at the game. So it's kind of like a weird circular argument in that essence. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a strange kind of dynamic. I don't know. I really like Hearthstone,
and at the same time, the game is free, so like, it's not like it's not like this argument is being made for a game that you've already paid for. So
exactly, it's not like a $60 game and then you have to pay like $15 every month, fucking World of Warcraft style kind of game. It's a free trading card game. It's a freemium game, I'll say that much. I think that much is warranted. if you really want to be competitive, you should do the right thing. And if you really want to be competitive, you should just, if you really are interested in competitive Hearthstone, you should really look into how to play the game as best as you can. Because yes, you don't have access to these cards, but eventually you will if you're really good at the game. Like for example, Arena. Arena is the best way to test your skill, your merits as a player. Because in Arena is basically like a drafting game. If you ever played a trading card game, drafting just means you pick one card out of these 3 cards. In Hearthstone, is pick one card out of these 3 cards, and it's added to your deck. And everyone makes a deck like that, a 30-card deck like that, and you fight against random players. And the entire idea is that how deck crafting and how you understand the mentality of every player, how you understand what cards are available to every player. It just really tests your mettle against other people without having to really pay for that much. Like Arena is 150 gold or $2. That's way less than just one single like booster pack. So $2 to make an entire deck for 30.
No, it's not.
What?
A booster pack. What you can get like 2 for
one
$1.
Booster pack is. No,
I thought.
Isn't? I'm pretty sure 2 is $3.
I thought it was $5 to get into the arena. By the way.
No, it's $2 now to get into the arena. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
I'm booting up Hearthstone right now, so I can probably check it right now just to make sure. Just to make sure I'm not like, because yeah, I could be eating my shit right now and just like be saying false information. But I believe Arena is yes, Arena is $2. So, and to buy a pack, now buying packs, I just didn't agree with how much they priced these at, but whatever. 2 packs is actually $3. Yeah, 2 packs is $3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they're trying to force you. What Activision Blizzard's basically trying to do is they're trying to make you buy more, like in bulk. Because if you buy it in singles, it's going to cost you more at the end of the day. So it's not saying don't buy 7 packs because that's $10. Don't buy 15 packs, that's $20. No. Buy 40 packs because that's $50. It's like, what the fuck? Why? But essentially, Arena is the best way to make your money back and really try to get good at the game. Because at the end of the day, if you play Arena, the game tests you on how good you've been on how to play the game, and you will always, no matter how badly you do in the arena, because after 3 losses you're out, like your deck is retired, you retire essentially. But even if you lose all 3 times, you don't win a single time, you still get 1 booster pack out of it. So if you do the best, if you go 12 wins, which is the maximum, which is really fucking hard, but if you do 12 wins, you can win up to 450 gold, which is enough to do at least 2 to 3 more arena runs. So yeah, there's a lot of shit about Hearthstone that there's a lot of pay to win. You got to be really good at this game. Only the pros can get really good. But if you invest a lot of time in it, if you really try to get into it, then I think you could totally play the game without paying for it. So I would like to see a pro player never play the game pretty well and have a lot of the cards without paying for it. I think that'd be interesting to see. And Hearthstone Trump has done it, but I want to see non-professional players. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. Sorry about the ramble, but been playing a lot of Hearthstone. But hey, Andy.
What?
Guess what?
What?
It's time.
For what? For where?
You know.
For what? What is it?
For you know.
Where is it?
For you know.
Hold on.
For you know.
Wait, hold on. I have to look up what time it is. I have to look up and see.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wait.
Mm-hmm.
I have to hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to wait for just a second here though, because
yeah. Okay. Just 1 second. How long? A second? 2 seconds?
Hold on. And date recommend. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. What time is it?
What time is it?
Wait, no. What the fuck? It didn't work. Hold on here. What time? Wait. Whoa. What time is it?
Radical recommendation.
Yay, we did it.
Yay.
We did radical. We did. What is it? One more time.
Radical
One more time.
recommendation.
Woo, we're doing it. Radical recommendation. Well, it's recommendations. Oh, fuck it. Woo. I tried to do something different this week.
So Andy, what do you recommend?
Hey Siri, can you say radical recommendations for me?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Who, me?
Siri, just say radical recommendations.
I'm sorry.
Siri, you're not in trouble. Just do me a favor, okay? Just hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. I want you to say radical recommendations, please. Thank you.
If you say so.
What the fuck? Radical recommendations.
Here's what I found on the web for radical recommendations.
Oh, radical recommendations. A radical shift. Radical recommendations, religious. Hey, she just took it away. What the fuck, Siri? I was reading that.
All right, Andy, what are you recommending? Do you want me to recommend first?
I had one, but I forgot now. You go first.
Okay, I'm gonna recommend the channel Yes, It's Funny. I discovered them through Facebook, but they're basically this channel who do like really funny edits of like TV, like movies and TV shows. But what they're most known for is their edits of cooking shows. One of the most notable ones is Gordon Ramsay's crispy pancake recipe. And the entire thing is shot so well and edited so well. The idea is that they just make really every time it goes back to the view of like what the chef is cooking, it's just them. They film themselves doing something completely fucking different. Like, for example, they're just like, oh, going around, it's like, oh, I love the crispy texture, and this guy just pops a bag of chips and dumps it into like this really crappy like bowl, and he's just like, yes, I love that, I love that, I love the texture, I love that, and at one point they just edit in Gordon Ramsay like, I love that, and he's like, the guy just points at like a catalog, like a magazine catalog of like lawnmowers. It's really hard for me to describe it unless you actually watch it. So if you've ever loved really great editing and just fucking funny ass just editing like humor is fucking amazing. Check out Yes, It's Funny. It's really fucking funny. It's so good. I laughed for like a good 5 minutes. It's amazing.
Yes.
Look up their chef series. Their chef series is the best. But yeah. If you, what's the other guy's name? The one that does Overwatch stuff. Like, it's similar to that. Like, instead of making music though, they just basically like take like literal statements or just like fuck up the editing. So like they have words of the chef that just go weirdly together, and it's amazing. So please go watch it.
Wait, what's it called again?
Yes, It's Funny.
Yes, It's Funny. Okay.
Yeah.
So while you were saying words, I didn't actually look up anything. I saw a video about Breath of the Wild and I watched that instead. So let's see. I got fucking nothing. Hey, you know what you should do? I recommend you do this. What you should do is you should do the Mario.
Wait, we can actually get sued for that. Wait, no, stop playing that. We can actually get sued that.
It's time to go.
Can you stop playing that?
Take one step, and then again.
Can you not? Wait, do you realize we can actually get copyrighted for that?
We're not gonna get sued. Copyright, maybe.
Don't do that. That's so funny.
I don't have anything to recommend.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go watch a review for Persona 5. I want to get Persona 5. Go watch a review. Go check out some Persona 5 gameplay. It looks fun. I don't do shit. I don't go outside of my box. I ain't got nothing. Get out of here.
Okay. Well, I guess that ends our show.
Hey Siri, what do you recommend?
The Council of Cinematic Taste suggests perusing the following.
Oh, she wants me to watch Rogue One and
Nice.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Nice.
And RuPaul's Drag Race and Hidden Figures and Lion?
Nice.
Radlands. Don't think
Nice.
twice, The Dressmaker.
Cool.
Hey Siri,
Well-
what video game should I play? Okay.
What
All
the
right,
fuck?
So that's no. Stop playing Love Live. No. Everyone knows
Even
I'm a weeb now.
Even Siri knows how much of a fucking weeb you are. That's a great ending to our show. Thanks everyone for watching, for listening in, and I hope you enjoyed your time. I'm gonna go eat lunch. Andy's gonna go watch Love Live.
No, I'm not.
And I hope you guys all enjoyed everything, and we will see you next week. Similar time, similar place.
You can't really
Yeah.
say same because we used to post on Thursday, or no, we used to post on Wednesday, then we're on Thursday, and now here we are recording on Friday. Who the fuck knows?
Yep. Who the fuck knows? So thank you everyone for listening in, and I guess hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And Andy, funny thing. Oh wait, you already kind of did the funny thing.
Wait, no,
So-
hold on. Hey,
No, you already did the funny
Hey,
thing. You
hold
already did
on.
the funny thing. You already did the funny thing.
Hey,
it's
hey,
it's
Siri.
all over.
No.
It's all over.
hey Siri,
it's all over.
tell me a joke. Tell me a real funny joke, please.
What did
Just
one
go with
iPhone
it.
say to the other iPhone? I used to know this one.
What the fuck?
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye. Oh my god.